Miguel Adorati here at the iBot Vaults, and I'm going to hit you with a Bellator blog here. We're going to take a look at Bellator 138. They're calling the show Unfinished Business, scheduled for June 19th at the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. It's about a month away, like I said, and the main event is Kevin Ferguson, or Kimbo Slice, taking on Ken Shamrock. So, aside from the original announcement, there hasn't been a whole lot of hype around the fight. I think they're just going to let the name sell it. It's going to air on Spike TV for free anyway. I'm not a big fan of the fight. I think, there are open questions about medicals, exams, and things like that that could make the fight not happen. And then, there's more to it. The Unfinished Business is it was supposed to be a fight that happened many years ago, and it hasn't happened. They waited for Shamrock to be 51 years old. So, not a fan of it. Now, on the same note, I'm not a fan of another main card bout they have, and that's Bobby Lashley and James Thompson. This is a mess here because Lashley, you got to give Lashley some credit. He's a specimen, and he's a guy that, you might think you could market around, but he's a pro wrestler. He's been with TNA Pro Wrestling. He's been their champion this year, and he's been on a long run, and he's going to probably be heading back there. That's his bread and butter. So he's never dedicated himself to MMA. Now, he's got a couple of fights already for Bellator, but that was when this TNA Wrestling that Lashley works for was airing on Spike TV. Since that, they've broken up, and TNA is now airing on Destination America. So whatever cross-marketing or just became harder, and Bellator was terrible at that cross-marketing stuff anyway, and Spike TV and TNA, they all suck at it. So I'm not a fan of those two fights on the main card. Kind of shows the sideshow atmosphere that Coker at Bellator is creating, He counts on this type of junk to create a buzz, and then actually the rest of the main card fights are very good fights, so you have to, kind of look at the method to his madness. The co-main event is Patricia Ferrer, the featherweight champion, defending his belt against Daniel Weichel. Weichel earned a shot with a nice win over Pat Curran in his last outing. He's 35-8. He's on a nice winning streak, a lot of experience. The people he's lost to are all high-caliber fighters. Ferrer is on a roll, has already defended the belt. They're keeping him busy, which is a good thing. He's 23-2. He'll probably be favored in this fight, but this fight could be a surprise, or it could go either way. The rest of the card, the main card, like I said, has some really solid stuff on it. Also former featherweight champion Daniel Strauss. He returns to face the challenger Henry Corrales. Corrales is 12-0, making his Bellator debut. He's from the King of the Cage circuit. But that's a nice matchup, bringing in a guy like him and a prospect, and Strauss, who needs a win after a couple of failed recent attempts at held the belt and lost it and stuff like that. So it's a nice challenge for Strauss, bringing a guy in. And in the same boat, you got Michael Chandler at lightweight facing Derek Campos. Campos has been with Bellator for a little bit, and he's kind of an under-the-radar guy. He's 15-4, a solid veteran. And Chandler, after starting his career out 12-0, is basically, although they were title fights and high-level fights, he's lost 3 in a row. So he really needs a win. Those fights, Chandler, Strauss, Ferrer, Weichel, these guys, this is what Bellator had built up, and these are solid fights, and then you bring in a little bit of a sideshow, and hopefully you get more eyes on it. So that's Bellator 138. It's about a month away. Let's see what their media machine does with this. We should start feeling the hype. Probably not, but we should. And we'll see how long it takes the books to put this card up at the books, because here it is a month out. The card is there. It would be easy to put out lines. Are they really going to wait like they usually do with Bellator till the week of? Anyway, we'll see about it. Talk to you guys soon.